What is up? We are doing a little scouting. We are a day and a half away from opening day of archery season for elk and deer in Idaho. And cousin Jamie and I are doing a little scouting. And so far, it's just been hiking. But we're getting up to a spot where we think we can do some glassing, and hopefully we see some elk. Right back here is our camp. Jamie's getting ready to make some food. Water hung up. The beds. Should be a nice cold night. I already told Jamie if his toes get cold, we can't snuggle.
We'll snuggle.
Forkies, dude. The one in the back's the biggest. He's got at least 3 on each side. Every other one's just a forky. Oh no, he's got 4. He's got double kickers, dude.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah. Oh no, the one on the far right, he's got a little kicker off the back too. Yeah, the one in the back's definitely bigger. None of them have a big body.
Well, they're young deer.
Yeah.
Those are 2-year-olds.
Wow, we just found the bachelor pad.
Elk don't live in ugly places. Pretty cool. We're about 9,000 feet of elevation right now. We just saw a bachelor group of little bucks, little mule deer bucks, right up there on that hill that Jamie's heading towards. We came up here to do some glassing, and it's still pretty freaking thick. And it's kind of hard to glass, so we're trying to find a spot that we can look down into stuff. So, well, we found elk. They're a long ways away. They are right there in that little clearing right here. They're kind of towards the top of it, mixed in with the trees, and I don't think my lens will pick them up, but they're in the trees right there. You can thank cousin Jamie for finding them. He's awful proud of himself.
Only because I kicked your ass.
He's texting his wife.
I was marking the elk.
We're finishing up our morning of glassing with a little hot ignite. And then we'll probably hike out of here and give her hell next weekend and see if we can kill a bull. We only saw 1 elk. We saw a bachelor group of mule deer, all little bucks, and a ton of beef cows. So haven't quite made up our minds about what we're going to do next weekend. We're going to head back up on Thursday and we'll hunt all the way through Sunday. But yeah, beautiful country. So our scouting trip is over. We are packing up Jamie's stuff because he didn't pack up his stuff this morning.
Your water I didn't pack up this morning, you're right.
This is all his stuff. But yeah, we're filling up water. We got a couple miles to get out of here. It's kind of late in the morning, so we'll be getting out of here early afternoon and go home and get ready to go to school and work tomorrow. And we will be back up hunting on Thursday. And we will be here until Sunday unless we kill a bull.
And then we'll be here till Sunday.
And then we'll be here till Sunday packing it out. Because he's your best friend.
That feels heavier today.
Should be lighter. Rocks. I put rocks in your pack. And a paper bag full of dog turds. What is going on, everybody? We are hunting. And getting a little bit of a late start because we weren't exactly sure what we were going to do this morning. But we're heading in, and it's a little smoky today. And a little early. We haven't heard any elk, but I'm not expecting a whole bunch of talking, so stay tuned and we'll see what we can turn up. Sound like a hoochie mama. Has a pretty distinct sound. But we're gonna treat it like elk until we know that it's otherwise. Jamie's not being too picky. He's gonna smoke the first elk he gets the opportunity to, so back up with you in a second. So stoic.
I'm
listening, you should be quiet.
We're having fun.
Of course I am, but you should be quiet.
We are currently at 9,500 feet, and we dropped into the basin on the other side of the north-facing slopes that we've been hunting. This is the second basin we've dropped into today to see if maybe the elk have been pushed back up in here. We are probably going to ride out the evening here because we can glass pretty well here. And we'll be hiking out in the dark. So day one is pretty much in the books. We did not see any elk. We heard some cow calls early in the morning, but we're pretty sure that they were hunters. We dropped into 2 basins. We climbed over 1,400 feet in elevation and saw no elk. So we're gonna go back to camp. We're gonna eat some dinner, go to sleep, and we're gonna get up in the morning and go to a different spot. So hopefully we find some elk tomorrow. What's up, everybody? We are on day 2, and we're at a new spot. We're gonna hike into a different basin. We're just getting some water before we do it because we're not sure what kind of water's up in there. The topo says there's water, but we're gonna grab some water here before we hike in, and we're gonna try my new water filtration system. I did the Sawyer squeeze. Stay tuned. Hopefully it's beautiful up there, and hopefully we find some elk.
I see this
day 2, kind of a bust. Not really. Got to hike and see some cool country. But we still haven't found any elk. So, lots and lots of sign. We're seeing lots of rubs. We're seeing some droppings that are a couple of days old. But yeah, we just haven't cut into any elk yet. Haven't heard any. We are set up, however, to hike into a basin. First thing in the morning, we're going to get up a couple hours before the sun gets up, and we've got about 1,000 feet of elevation to clear and drop into this basin where we're hoping to find some elk. One thing is there are cattle everywhere. I don't necessarily think they're hurting anything, but I do think that there's a possibility that the elk have been pushed out of the areas we've been going into, just simply because there's a lot of bovine there. But we're going to make some food. We're going to get some shut-eye, and we will be hard at it before the sun comes up. Jamie, what time is it and what are we going to do?
It's like 4 something, and we're gonna go kill an elk.
We gotta go climb a mountain. And
It's
we're
just a
gonna
little mountain.
And we're gonna go kill an elk.
Just a little mountain.
We're at almost 9,400 feet in elevation, and we're still underneath that. Found snow about 9,500 feet. What is up, everybody? I am currently at 9,500 feet. I just had to come across a scree pile that was probably a good 1,000 yards long. This is just the back end of it to get up on this peak so that I could look down into this basin, this north-facing basin down here, to see if there was any elk. And you know, it's day 3 and we have not seen a single elk yet. Not frustrated. It's early, and you know, they're not talking. We thought we might have heard a bugle earlier in a different basin that we used to get to here, but yeah, so far no dice. It's rugged country. I mean, just absolutely brutal, and we knew that before choosing to hunt here. We knew that it was going to be some tough stuff, you know. It looks like we're hunting bighorn sheep or mountain goats. It's pretty cool. I love hiking and I love being in this country, but at this time I think it's safe to rule out these elevations for elk, at least in the areas that we have chosen to hunt. All of the fresh sign that we've seen, if you want to call it fresh, seems to be around that 7,800 to 8,200 feet of elevation, and I think we're gonna go back and focus on that. We've got to go back to school and go back to work tomorrow, so we're gonna head out today, and that gives me 3 or 4 days to reevaluate and come up with a new game plan for the next 4 days that I'll be out here. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna start focusing on a little bit of lower elevation and see what happens.